Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I'm back again for another video for Hustle Castle. Doing so many different types of games here, I can't remember which one's which. Anyway, so I have got some news today. We're going to make some progress, get a little bit stronger, and talk about some numbers that we were running throughout the week when talking to some others and helping them with some things. So first of all, I would like to start. I'm going to try to post a picture of something that I saw in various places. I saw it on the Facebook group. I saw it on the Discord group, and I've been seeing discussions in Discord for quite some time. But I cannot remember the makers of this game. Every time I want to say it, I always forget what it is. But whoever made this game, they have been a lot more active, like I've been saying, in the social spaces, trying to get the users on board with what's going on and try to keep them informed, and trying not to have everybody be so negative and spiteful about the game. I know there's still a lot of people pretty unhappy about a lot of stuff, but they are working towards making the player base happy, which obviously helps us and helps the community and helps us continue to grow and get better. So they posted in all these different forums the new arena the formula, I guess, because like myself, many others are seeing the same, if not worse, with the whole new way of setting up who you're fighting. A lot of people like myself, I am TR 10, my power is 3.4, whatever. I occasionally get like 5 people that I can battle that are like 3.9 million and less, and I can pretty much beat all of them. But almost always there's 3 and more at 7 million plus. Obviously I can't beat them. I've beaten like a 5.8 and 5.2, 5.5, occasionally, but that's definitely not the norm. And occasionally I get, when you're TR 10, you only have 10 in your arena fight rather than 15 like the lower levels. So of the 10, there's been times where I've been the only person under 4 million. So, it's a little bit frustrating for sure. I don't think there's ever been a time where I haven't won one. So, even when that happens, I'm getting a couple people that at least I can be competitive with, which helps. But, it makes it impossible to win. So I haven't really been complaining, but I know a lot of people have been, and they're trying to come up with explanations as to why that is. So I'll try to get a picture. It's a really bad picture, which I apologize, just a screenshot of their explanation, and hopefully I'll remember. I'll put it in the notes here as well, just in case you haven't seen it. But just real high level, it's basically the matchmaking system goes like this. The first thing they look at is your barracks level. I can read this. I'm not going to read it. That's a lot of text. You guys can either read it here on screen, pause it, and read it, or you can look at it in the notes, or if, like I said, if I don't post it, then drop me a comment and I'll post it somewhere. So the first thing is the barracks level. So we're trying to make it, TR versus TR, or not throne room, it's barracks level, but same difference more or less. The average level of the fighter amongst the best fighters in the castle. So if you decide to go in with a 6 times 90, but you have 6 times 100 sitting on your bench somewhere, you're going to be compared to the 6 times 100, which is fair. Fighter training room level. Barracks level, fighting training room level. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't notice that before. All right, so if you have all your people undertrained, or you're doing like a Jam Bay build, you got one guy up and everybody else down below, basically you're not going to have a completely fair competition here. Not fair, but you'll be up against people that are fully maxed out at their barracks level or their fighter room level, so it's going to be harder for you to compete. The next is the presence of a hero. So it says the players without a hero cannot be in the same tournament with players with a hero. That's not the way it used to be, but I think that has been fixed. And lastly is squad power. So they try to do matching based on that, and they don't want people to wait for a long time. So based on the amount of time you're waiting, everything kind of grows out. So they'll start going to different throne room levels. They'll start going to people with bigger squad levels, squad powers. So I'll just read the notes here below. It says, if there are not enough players with suitable squad power and finding time increases, then the range of matching gradually expands in both lower and higher directions until enough opponents are found. So that's basically how it's happening. The timers are getting up there probably for the people who already entered. They're waiting for like a minute, and then I jump in and I volunteer, like I want to get into a fight somewhere, and they pull me in because their area is expanding. So somebody with a 5 or a 6 or 7 needs people, and it comes all the way down to me. So I think that's how it happens, how I'm getting in there, and similar kind of things for other people as well. So, but their recommendation, they say, if you feel that you are constantly getting faced with stronger players, check out the levels and numbers of the fighters in your squad, match those available to your current throne room level. So more or less what that's saying for me is, I've been, sorry, got some beeping going on in the background. Not sure what that is. For me personally, and obviously I have everything maxed out already that it can be, but the biggest thing is my hero. Obviously my hero is extremely weak. What are we up to, like 450-ish, if that? 409, not even 450. And there's people, I've seen people maxed out, which is like 5 million, something like that. It's pretty ridiculous. So the hero alone is better, more strong than my entire squad. So obviously I need to start spending time in the dungeon, because that is the way for me to get stronger. The gems and everything that we're doing, which is a lot easier for me to do, and what I want to focus on helps, but not as much as the hero's going to be. So at some point here, we're going to start grinding the hero and get him up there and get him stronger. Then it can be a little bit more competitive with others who are also at tier 10 here. So, but anyway, it's good. That's their attempt to start informing people of how the game is going and teaching them, so people can be more aware and can try to improve rather than complain about it being unfair. And to that, there was another discussion that, sorry, just letting the screen just sit here while I'm talking, nothing's going on. Last item here to discuss, but not last item in the video, but the last thing where we're not going to be covering in the game here. Somebody posted a message on Discord about they were in the dungeon and they had a buff and a debuff and they had to choose, and they basically said a 55% buff to fighter strength and a 45% debuff to the fighter strength. So he's like, we should be 10% higher, and he went and showed his numbers, and they were actually significantly lower. It's like, how is that even possible? It's like, there's a bug in the game that's got to be fixed. So if you run the math, I don't have the specific numbers in front of me, but essentially they just do the debuff first. So they take your current, so let's just take 100,000 to make it easy, and the 45% debuff on that puts you at 55,000. Well, let's just say, hold on, let's go 100. So 45% of 100 is 55. And then you do 55% of 55. That does not put you at the 110. It puts you up to, what is that, 82%, whatever it is. That's not quite right, but it's close enough. So you actually, by getting a 45 negative and a 55 plus, if you apply the negative first, you end up being lower than the 100 where you started. So the user thought there was a bug in the program, and it is very misleading, because that's fairly obvious of what you would think. It should be a 10% buff overall, but if you look at the math, that is the way they're applying it. So, it is what it is. I mean, it's a little bit sneaky, I'd say, but it's their game and their rules, and they can code it and make it any way they want. So, interesting. It's just a little knowledge goes a long way. So you can complain with it, or you can just go with it and try to figure out a way to improve and make it better. So I don't know. It's my thought is, I've said this before. It's like it's the developers made the game. They make it the way they want, and if people don't like it, then they shouldn't play it, and they move on to the next thing. So it's, I'm fine with that. That's always been my philosophy in life, is just adapt and adjust and go with the flow. So this is what they have. I enjoy playing it, so I will take the good along with the bad. So, and that's enough of that. I won't get back up on that soapbox again. So, what else? I got a couple notes here. New event, I haven't seen or heard anything about event coming. Last year we had the Oktoberfest, which was already going on by now, and I saw a post that is not going to be happening this year, but they're going to be doing something different. So since we just finished the donkey, I think usually in like a week or so after he leaves, or 2, the new event starts. So I'm guessing the donkey left, 3 or 4 days ago. I'm going to take a wild guess. I have nothing to base this on other than just the way things seem to go, that next Thursday they'll probably have a downtime, potentially a software upgrade, and usually iOS gets that upgrade by Thursday. So either by Thursday, or they'll wait till the portal closes the following week, so it'll be Monday the following week. So what's that, like a week and a half? So that's my guess. The next week and a half, week to week and a half would be my guess. But again, completely pulling that out of the air and basing that off of nothing that I've seen. So, all right. So I wanted to work on getting a little bit stronger. Since the last video, I've gotten a few different new legendaries. I've got my guys here on the bottom. I still have my epic shards I got from the last event, and I actually broke down a couple different epic weapons, and they had like 160 different shards. So I got my bottom 3 just maxing out, legendary items as fast as I can. And I was able to generate Restore, which we might have seen that already. I think I got another Resurrect weapon. There's probably damage in there as well. I got one here I'm getting ready to do. I watched commercials here, opened up an ad watcher chest, and I got I think it was an legendary archer equipment. And the portal stayed open forever last week, and so I ended up grinding out another legendary amulet as well. So I got another one of those from the portal. So there's been a lot of legendary items coming in. So I think I need to start breaking some things down, going through, because here's all my legendary items that I have. And obviously I'm not going to be using all of them. So I need to start going through all of this and breaking some things down. Some of these lower guys here are, less than 100. And I also, just to note, I got my 10th level 100 now. So these are where I'm storing my extra 100. So I got these 4 in here, plus I got these 6. So I got my last 2 going in here. So we have a 92 and a 85. Aiden just went in there, so he's my last one. So by tomorrow morning he'll be at 86, starting his progress up the chain. So once I get to 12, that's going to be almost 2 months from now, just shy of 2 months. It's like 50 days, something like that. I'll be up to 12, and then am I going to continue? I'm not sure. We'll see. There's been talk for years that there'll be a throne room 11. I don't know if that'll actually happen. If it does, I'll probably stay at 10 for a while, and hopefully the big guys that are at 10 will immediately jump to 11, so I can be a little bit more competitive at 10 maybe. But who knows? That's speculation, and it's only been people talking about it and nothing from the game, so I'm not going to expect that. But one of the other ones I'm working on are all of my watchmakers here. So I got 4 here, all at maxed out 55. These 4 down here at 55. These 4 here at 55. Here, and the one here with the armor, which will open in a little bit. Those are all 55. So I got 4, 8, 12, 16, and I added 2 more here that were extras that I wasn't going to use. So that's 18, and I took a couple other items here, or workers here. These are my next ones that are very new, obviously 10 and 10. That'll be for 16. So I'll have 16 different maxed out watchmakers once those 2 are done. And I think that's all I will need. So a lot of these are people, my ironworks and my lumber mill, and they're not really used anymore, so I'm just repurposing everybody. And I took a couple of ones that are sitting there and I'm cross-training, so that's what I got these guys, so I can fill in if I ever need to. But for now, obviously I don't. And if I use anything like the last event when the donkey was there, I ended up cashing in some of my wood. But I'm already maxed out because, you do PvP battles and you get that stuff back pretty quickly. So, and opened up a couple chests, so I had a ton of people standing outside, and I've got rid of everybody except for my 5 stars. So I got 2 5 stars sitting outside waiting to come in. So if they ever allow us to get more people in, which I think I read that is in the works, that is coming down the pipeline. They didn't give any date, but I got 2 5 stars ready to go. Plus I got a pregnant woman in there, so I got, well, who knows what that'll be, so I can't guarantee a 5 star there, but it'll be nice to have her not pregnant anymore. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. Back to what I was talking about. So all these guys are legend. I got to start breaking these down to get the shards, so I can start powering up my gems. I got a ton, and as you can see, we're maxed out on gold again, so we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of that today. I think I have to pay to break those up, don't I? Let's go here, gems, recycling, okay, I'm not going to do it yet. So that's 1, it's going to be 300,000, so obviously if I get more, then I'm going to have to pay even more, so we'll see how much we use here in our enhancing. So yeah, like I said, I got quite a few legendary items. I'm going to go ahead and do this one here. Let's see, we got a legendary armor coming in. I still got 7. If I break down one more, I'll have 8 more epics to make yet. So another, when taking damage, 35% to restoring. Yeah, I got so many right now, and most of them are only 4 slots instead of 5, which is interesting. And I mean, do I have enough purple goo here? Almost. So we'll do a couple of PvPs, get enough purple goo, and we'll go ahead and do another one there. The idea is just churning them out as quickly as possible so I can break them down and start getting some more dust here. So I didn't finish here. So those are my legendaries, and here's all the epics. I got a ton of epics, and And the reality is, am I ever going to use them? If I decide to do some kind of funky djembe build, maybe. But, I mean, look at that. That is ridiculous. And I got a legendary down there, too. Get rid of him soon. Yeah, and then that last event, I needed food, so I scrambled and opened up a ton of these green boxes here. I think I had like over 600. And I got a bunch of cash, so then I bought the 10 million gold item from the donkey when he was there. So I used a bunch of those. I'm not sure what my point on that was, but I just need to get through all this stuff. I'm hoarding so many different things. So, oh, I know why, because I got so much more junk now. And I got a bunch of rare items here again. And I got a bunch of uncommons. I was just basically clicking, not even paying attention as I was click, opening. So all these rares got to be broken down now. And I got uncommons. I'm hoping there's going to be a mass recycle or something coming at some point to make this quicker. Because, I mean, look at all that junk. That is truly ridiculous. Lots of watchmakers. Obviously, I won't need all those. So yeah, we got a lot of cleanup to do for sure. Look at that. That is truly ridiculous how much stuff I have. Truly ridiculous. I'm hoping it's going to be something like what they gave us here. You know, it tells you the total number. But, you know, sometimes it has to be exactly the same for it to count as having more than one of them. So I'm not sure it's quite as productive. So, all right. Well, this has been a lot of talking and not doing. So let's see what we can do to get some progress here. Obviously, I got a ton of stuff to do here, too. Oh, this is another update that happened. djembe boxes now expire. I've been doing a lot of tournaments, obviously, so I got a ton of those to open up. These don't look like they're expiring, but here we go. djembe loot expires in 85 days, so it looks like you got 3 months from the moment you get them to open them, because I think in the past, people have been saving them and opening up during events, and that's how people are getting so many of whatever the monetary item of the event is, and they're getting things from it. So the game now forces you to get rid of things within 3 months, otherwise you get deleted. So I don't know if that's going to happen with these tournament rewards or not, but definitely need to keep an eye on it, since obviously I'm building up quite a stash of things here. So all right, what other news we have? I think that's all the news. So I need to get more powerful. I'm currently running, it's probably the same as what we had last time. My power, let's look at the power real quick. Write this down. 4, 5, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 9, 6, 5, 6. And I'm running 3 different archers, dealing group damage. I went with this item as well, which came from the last event. This one is group damage, increases crit. This one does the extra, where'd it go? Here. The extra 500 damage that ignores target's armor, and then I have a reduce or a stun. All targets affect lose 8% of their max health. So that's been good. I was thinking about getting a stun one in there, but obviously I'm still running my stun mage. That's one of the key components of my team. And I have a res mage. When I'm in the portal, I took one of the archers out and put a restore mage in. That helps me get further in the portal. And we are running our poleaxe that we bought the other day. So highly useful for sure. That allowed me to grind level 79 in the portal for the first time ever. So it wasn't 100% level 79. It was 75% I'd say. And because sometimes I'm busy and I just can't monitor to make sure nothing's happening. So I can still crush 78. So the other times I spent on 78. So who is our biggest person that needs to go up? That is the question. And the other question is which gems. So we got some blues here. We got health. You know, I think we use a health, armor, magic armor. So let's look at our tank up front here. What do we have? We got a crit and a blue. Well, we're not doing anything there. Damage and dodge. So we could go for a purple shield here, which will give us more armor. I mean, the point of her is armor for sure, and not necessarily the damage. And we got the extra damage now with the poleaxe, which is helpful. But keeping her alive longer is better. Or do we focus here in the back and start working on the damage here? I don't have anything to put in there, so we'd have to start powering everything up. So we'd probably benefit from these a little bit more. All right, who's doing the most damage? We got 15,000 for Julie, 16,200 for Evan, and 16,100 for Leah. And she's almost all purpled already. Crits, I have nothing to do for crits, so we can level them up. Well, this is all green here. That's health. We don't really need, well, her main thing is damage. So we got a blue here, which is crit. Damage, damage, damage. All right, looks like Evan is going to be where we're going to go here. So let's start maxing out Evan's. What do we got down below? That's the spell power, yeah. And that is damage, is what, not damage. So we might want to change that at some point to a damage ring. All right, let's see if we're maxed here. We're going to max out the Angel of Justice gear that Evan is wearing. All right. Go here, gems, items equipped, Evan, Angel of Justice, so much easier. All right, we're going to start with the middle one, 81, 81, 81, they're all the same. Okay, we're going to start with the middle one. And as everybody, not everybody, but as one of the listeners told me, which I much appreciate, as this is obviously we're maxed out right now, we have a max button right there. So helpful. And I'm gonna play around with it just to make sure, but it sounds like it optimizes it, so it actually does everything for you, so you don't need to try to figure it out. Well, he's already maxed, so let's see if we can. So that's not going to be a huge change making that purple. So we might benefit more by going to another one, but I am going to not do that. So let's go. I got to look again. I didn't have any damage blues, right? Nope. And we have 110. So we are going to, I think I'm going to do a test here, see if it's still expensive, because it was more expensive to merge something if it wasn't in a weapon. So I'm going to max another green and see how much it costs to merge those. And I might have to put it on somebody first. So we got gems. We want to upgrade, damage, level up, and we're in our magic max button. Pretty handy. So if I take that off, yeah, look at that. So we're down by 1, 2, perfect. So 300,000 to max. Okay, that wasn't the question. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So now the question is merging. Oh, I saw it. I saw it after I left. All right, we upgrade. Now we merge. I'm gonna take both of these. Merging. They lowered it. Whoa, 1.5. Holy smokes. Yeah, we got to get that in late in something. Jeezy peasy. Let's see if we got anyone we can do some merging here with needing damage. There we go. Looks like you're going to get it after all. Julie could use 3. And she had the least amount of damage. All right, Julie, your damage is going up for your 15,045. Well, she's the one I put on the bench when I go to the 20% doing 80, deals an extra 500 damage that ignores the target's armor for each live mage. So that 500 will stay the same no matter what. So it'll be 1,500. Whatever, we're doing it. Julie's gonna get it. So we are gonna go max out a few more here. Gems, we're gonna max out 3 more. We're gonna upgrade damage. So we're gonna have six of you. Max, do it. That's 3. Okay. Back. You. Man, this is nice. Whew. Using all my. We're gonna end this with start recycling a bunch more oranges. We need that for sure. Yeah, just going in here. We're making this nice and quick. So that's 4. Max. Oh man, that max button is nice. Yeah, this upgraded gem shop is. I mean, there's still room for improvement for sure, but that is hugely helpful. All right, look at that. So we just maxed 6. Actually, we had one right, so that's 5. We maxed. We now have a total of 6. So now we need to inlay. Ooh, items equipped, and it was. There we go. Julie, use. We're going to go boom, boom, boom. 150,000 to put those in. For extra 150 damage, we'll take it. Okay, Julie is stronger. Now we would look at merging back. Can I do that here? Upgrade, merging, gems in use. All right, we need to find Julie, you. So it's 1.5 million when it wasn't. How do I get to here? Here, when it wasn't in something. Oh, it's the same price. What the heck? I thought it was cheaper. Well, that's a bummer. It used to be. Am I missing something here? Because you are already equipped by Julie. That's interesting. All right, well, it is what it is. All right, let's add our, we're not going to use our greens. We're going to save those 80%. Yay, all right, 1, good. So that's 81 damage. Use you. Now we need to go to gems in use, back to Julie. 2 to go. So that is a 48 and it goes to 81, so that's definitely an improvement. All right, we're gonna add another one of you. I know what it is. Okay, another 1.5. We got a, what, 75% chance. That's not an exact number that all three of these are gonna work. 80 times 80 times 80 times 80. So less than, what's that, 64, 48% chance of all three of these actually working out. Extremely rough math. But the good news is I have an 80% chance of this one working out. So let's see what we got. 8 times 8, 64, 64 times 8, 48, 32, 51, 51% chance of all three of them working from the beginning. Oh, darn it. Oh, that hurts. It hurts a lot. Oh, well, that blows the rest of the plan I was going to have. But there you go. There's RNG for you. Last time we actually worked out better than normal, so certainly can't complain too much. I can complain a little bit, but I won't complain too much. All right, so let's see what this max button's doing here. 56,000, all right. Now we need a back. One's in use. Julie. 1 green left. Level up. Max. Do it. Okay, we're gonna merge it. You. Julie again. So this is obviously not going to do a huge difference on our overall power level for sure. Let's put another scroll in there. Let's do it. But it will, you know, obviously help get us set up for, oh, you got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. That hurts. 20% chance failing. What's the chance of that failing 2 times in a row? 20 times 20 is, what is that? How come I can't figure that out? That's easy. 8 times 80 is 64, so 36% chance of either of them failing, I guess is what that's telling me. That's not right. Alright, whatever. Okay, that hurt. Level up, max, done. Last one. Well, I was going to level up some of those blue ones too, but we are, and try to recycle, but it's using all of my dust. Alright, what do we got? We just did the non-used one, right? No, it's the one Julie has. Okay, let's go back to the ones not used. No way it's going to happen 3 times in a row. I realize there's a chance. All right, let me see if I can figure this out before we do it. Well, let me just say, I hope this has been recording the whole time. Recorded a bunch of stuff, and I accidentally turned off my phone, and it looks like it stopped the recording. I don't know when the recording stopped. I don't know where we're at, so I will not be making this video tons longer because everything I've done so far might have been lost, which will make me extremely unhappy. But again, as I've been saying for the last 20 minutes, whatever, it is what it is, and gotta roll the punches. So, all right. That's really unfortunate because now I don't even know if we're recording at all. It looks like we are, but okay. Let's see. So 2 fails in a row, trying not to get the 3rd fail in a row. I'm all discombobulated, I'm sorry. So we're going to try to, I think I got everybody leveled up now. So we're going to try to merge again. You, go to Julie, hopefully for the last time, because we got no more money left. We're going to add the scroll again, and merge again. There we go. So we didn't have 3 failures in a row at least. So we are now out of money. I'm going to use that last bit of cash to start recycling some legendary gems, which I talked about earlier, which may or may not have been recorded. Frustrated. Okay. New event. Clear that. Oh yeah. One last check. Okay. Sorry if I keep doing that. I don't want to lose everything, because one other item I wanted to cover here. I wanted to try to progress through here on the map. Been at the point where I had some extra food sitting around since I wasn't playing as much during the week, and I got the Jungle of Freedom down to the last level here. This is where they kidnapped our guy, and they're using him to impregnate all the women of the island, and he is trying to escape because apparently doesn't like that. So these guys are really hard. They've been smoking me most of the time, so I've been using free spells like crazy. And what do we have here? Anything? Ooh. Look at that money. Let's go ahead and take that. And then we'll go ahead and try for the victory here. Maybe. Back to our internet. And by the way, there's somebody who mentioned it's not the internet, it's the Hustle Castle, but Nord. That's what I keep trying to think of, Nord. This problem here is my internet, because something is messed up with all my routers. I'm getting ready to go to Google Mesh to cover the house, but I gotta make sure of a couple things. First of all, hopefully once I get that, I won't have any of these internet problems anymore. All right, so I will happily take this. I'm going to turn off Wi-Fi here in a second. Right now, okay, turn off that Wi-Fi. We're going to go and hopefully take this 450k, which will help us recycle a couple more shards. Uh-oh, there we go. There we go, we'll take that. But now I got to wait for them to heal. Oh man, they smoked me. It's not usually that much damage done to me. So once we get the full heal going, we're going to go try to beat the ladies in that last area. So we can, not the last area, but the current area. All right. So this is not, I think these are all commercials, no storyline stuff here. The last storyline was Adrika. That's what we're getting ready to fight. Well, starting my day off with combat training has paid off. The men from the castle, led by the loathsome old man, are testing the limits of our sisterhood of the Jungle of Freedom. I'll have to fend them off myself and show them what a truly enraged woman is capable of when she's fighting for her independence. Yeah, she's pissed. So let's go do it. And this is what we're fighting here. She's pretty much going to smoke us, but we're going to try it. The good thing is here, my day just started over, so you get three retries where they basically give you your goods back, so you can try it again. And I learned how to edit out commercials in my videos, so I can go ahead and watch the commercials, and then we'll try it again if we need to. So, and I'm just basically going in, freezing as much as I can, and hopefully we'll knock her out. So she's immune to stun, which is obviously one of my, oh no, she does stunning. Stuns enemies around her, so obviously that hurts. When attacking, prevents enemy mages from using the resurrection ability. That hurts. When attacking, so it sounds like only when she's attacking. So maybe we'll put our restore in there instead of our deals double damage once in a while, immune to stuns and silence. Oh my goodness. So I can't stun her, so there's no point in having my stun mage in there. So let's see what we can do. Can I? Oh, I can't do that here, can I? All right, let's go back. This was the last item I was going to cover here, and hopefully we didn't lose the first 20 minutes or so of the video. So we are going to get rid of our stun mage for the first time ever. Don't like doing that. And we will put in our restore mage, who is Jerry, with a blizzard. I don't know that we really need a blizzard. What's this one? Abysmal summoning. Curses and stuns. Can't do that one. And there's a resurrect in there. We got another. We could put you in there. We'll see. We'll see if we need to put what we need to put in there when we need to retry. Resurrection doesn't work when they're attacking. So let's go ahead and get rid of you two. Not you. You. What does your armor do? Once in a while, disarms all enemies for 2.5 when taking damage from warrior attacks. But she's not a warrior, she's a melee. Well, melee is a warrior. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. We're fully healed, ready to go. We're going to freeze like mad and see if we can take Adrico's Grotto. Queen Adrico's Grotto. 4 million power, and we got Donald fighting alongside of her. Alright, are we ready? Dun dun dun. Alright. And we'll also be doing our hero spells here. Man, she's huge. The one thing, I was doing some good damage. One thing I'm noticing is they all have huge health pools. Oh yeah, we're in trouble. I need to be a little bit smarter about my freezes. I'm just throwing them in there, and her power's not going down much at all. 750, 720. I'm gonna have to pull out the resurrect again and see. She's not going down at all. She is kicking our butt. Holy smokes. Alright, and that's done. Kills us 759. That was hardly any damage at all. Alright, so I'm going to do a commercial. We will edit this out, and I will be back shortly. And I'm back. So we watched the commercial, and we got our rewards back. We got all of our free spells. We got our apples back. And that obviously did not work. So restore is out. I'm going to try the resurrection. It said when she's attacking. So potentially we can still do a resurrection when, and that's also our healing too, which is huge. So we're going to try one, maybe two more times. Certainly don't want to use that food if I don't have to, because tomorrow the portal opens again, and that's where obviously I'll be spending. It should be a short portal. It was open so long this past week. There's some algorithm, I don't know exactly what it is, but if it's open long, that means the next week's going to be short. So the last time that happened was during the end of the last event, and it closed like early Sunday morning, which was really crazy. So this one was open pretty late, so it'll end early on Sunday again, I think. So, all right. So now we have our res mage in there. Hopefully she'll fire off. If not, the heal will go anyway. I think it was a guy, not a girl, but whatever. All right. So we're not going to freeze like mad like I did there, because that obviously didn't help. And the stun, not having that stun is huge. Let's see. Let's watch and see what she's doing here. She doesn't freeze. All right, I guess it said you can't freeze or stun, so. All right, so we need some different spells for sure. Okay, that's thing number one. Oh, look at that. I just got a res. Oh, another res going. All right, well, that's helpful. Okay, so we're going to have to get the spells that allow us to do increased damage, because the freeze is not helping. It can't even freeze her, look at that. So, but we had our power. Oh, man, she went way back up again. That is our goal. All right, another commercial. I think we are going to be done, and then I'm going to build up some spells that allow me to increase my damage, and then we'll come back again and try it again with that increased damage. So, all right, 1 second while I do this commercial. And we're back. Well, it probably was about a second for you, but I just realized I had my internet turned off, so I'm basically using my data for these commercials. Not helpful, not smart. And like I said, I'm gonna stop here, because I'm gonna go in with some different spells the next time, which I don't usually do that much, but we're gonna work on these guys here, the Lion Spirit, get that extra damage, increase the damage done by allies by 50% for 20 seconds. So I think that's huge. I don't think any of these other ones are gonna be all that helpful. Damage, that's nothing. Well, that actually we know where that damage is gonna go. 22,000 of damage to them. We only got one enemy, so it's freeze. She doesn't take freezes. Punishing Orc will be summoned to battle and fight on your side. Maybe, but probably not. Fireball hits enemies, dealing 10,000 damage to the target. Well, we know what target it is, and it's healing. So yeah, I think we're going to go with this. Increase damage by 50%. That hopefully will allow us to get her down a little further. But no stuns, no freezes. That's basically my game. When I can't play my game, that means until our hero gets stronger, we are going to be stuck here for quite a while, I think. All right, well, we made a little teeny tiny progress on our leveling up. I don't think I need chest open here. Do we got anything we can do for our hero? I mean, my main MO here is archers right now, so we got some stuff to do. Let's see. Anything in the archer constellation that's useful? I thought that was it is inactive. I don't want that. We're not going to do that now. Increases the physical armor of allied archers. Maybe. Every hit received by an allied archer increases their dodge. That could be helpful. That's it. That's all I can do, huh? I'm going to do that one, actually. What was our heroes? 409, I think. So this... Increased defense. When allied warriors have less than 40% health, they take 8% less damage. I think this will be helpful right away, so I'm going to do this one for sure. And that means there's nothing else I can do. We obviously need to get some more ether and some more items. I think we have some ether. We just need to cash them in to get some items here. Alright, what can we do for a mage? Allied mage gets 7% chance to cast a spell on another allied or enemy unit. An additional spell is applied in a weakened form. The spell power. Base bottom for the bottom spell is reduced. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. When I don't have much to spend. Increases the health of all magic at 650. That could be helpful. It's really cheap. Well, we can only get one thing here. Enhances the magic damage. Our mages are not all about doing damage at the moment. We just want spell power up. Increases magic armor. Alright, let's just go ahead and do the health. Make them last a little bit longer. And little tiny increases. That's all we can do for now until we buy some more stuff. Hey, look at that. Up to 415. So much more powerful. That's like an extra 6,000. Hoo-wee! Alright, so two little teeny tiny minor power increases put us up to, so we got the right people in there? Yeah. 3, 4, 3, 2, 403. So that gives us almost 13,000 power. Woohoo! Obviously that, the goal was to spend the gold, and we certainly spent it. We got 3 more gems inserted here, and we got them set to what's her damage up to? Her damage is 15.3 now, and our next, once we get up again, I'm going to max all these guys out, so that'll certainly put her damage up, and we'll be ready to, once we get some blues, we can get some purples here, which will increase her damage up for sure. So that'll be huge, and then we'll see some bigger numbers. And I think that is all I had. And like I said, I you guys will know because you've been watching, but I recorded a bunch in the beginning, which looks like it might have been lost and cut off at some point. So assuming that is the case and there's something there, I will merge these videos together and see what we get, and I'll put comments in I'll put my final thoughts in the comments of what happened, and hopefully it's something that we can I can release and you guys can get something out of. And hopefully the first part wasn't lost, because there was, I thought, some pretty good stuff in there about some numbers and some of the content of the game and the progress and where it's going. So I will stop now since I don't know what we're going to get. Hopefully it's a good product, and tomorrow is the Portal for me, so I'll be smashing Portal all weekend. I've recorded a couple other videos, a couple other games. I'll get those out. I'm going to try to do a video a day, but it's weekends are hard with softball and everything else going on with the family, so try to get, they won't be Hustle Castle videos, but other game videos to see if there's any people interested in those. Try to get some of those out over the weekend, early next week, and yeah, until next week, I will get some more content out for this game and see where we go, see if we can get stronger again next week. So everybody have a good weekend, and this is QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I'll catch up with you later. See ya.